Have you ever wondered how the idea of machines that can think, learn, and even outsmart us came to be? What if I told you that the journey of artificial intelligence started thousands of years ago with ancient myths and now powers everything from your smartphone to self-driving cars? Today we're unraveling the story of AI, a tale of imagination, ambition, and innovation. But it doesn't stop there. We're also diving into the secret source of AI, how it's actually made and why it matters to your future. This is a story you don't want to miss. So if you're ready, let's embark on this incredible journey together. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because at Next Wave AI, we're just getting started. Long before the first computer flickered to life, the idea of artificial beings captivated the human imagination. In the temples of ancient Greece, stories were told of Hephaestus, the god of fire and metalworking, who crafted mechanical servants that could think and move on their own. These weren't just primitive machines, they were creations that mirrored life itself, sparking the earliest thoughts about intelligence beyond the human mind. These myths weren't confined to Greece. In Jewish folklore, the golem, a figure made from clay, was brought to life through mystical rituals, serving as a protector or, in some tales, a danger to its creators. These early stories shared a common theme, the desire to create something that could think and act independently. But beneath these myths lay a deeper question. What does it mean to be intelligent? As time marched on, these myths evolved into philosophical debates. Thinkers like Aristotle pondered whether the mind could be separated from the body and whether artificial beings could possess a soul. These early musings laid the groundwork for what would eventually become the science of artificial intelligence. What if these ancient legends weren't just stories, but premonitions of what humanity was destined to achieve? As the industrial age gave way to the information age, a new kind of machine began to take shape, one not of gears and steam, but of logic and thought. This was the dawn of computing, a revolution that would change the world forever. At the heart of this revolution were brilliant minds like Kurt Gödel, Alonzo Church, and Alan Turing, who dared to ask a simple yet profound question: can a machine think? Alan Turing, often called the father of computer science, took this question to the next level. He proposed the concept of a universal machine, a machine that could solve any problem given the right instructions. This idea was the foundation of what we now know as the modern computer, but Turing wasn't satisfied with just building a machine that could follow orders. He wanted to create a machine that could think, learn, and evolve, just like a human. The Turing test was his ultimate challenge, a test designed to determine whether a machine could exhibit intelligent behavior indistinguishable from that of a human. This wasn't just a theoretical exercise, it was a glimpse into the future of artificial intelligence. But as Turing and his contemporaries would soon discover, creating intelligence was far more complex than they had ever imagined. The answer was more complicated than anyone imagined. The year was 1956. A group of visionary scientists gathered at Dartmouth College for a meeting that would officially bring artificial intelligence into the realm of science. They were dreamers: John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Nathaniel Rochester, and Claude Shannon. Their mission: to explore the possibility of creating a machine that could mimic human intelligence. They didn't just want to create a machine that could follow instructions. No, they were after something far more ambitious. A machine that could learn, reason, and even evolve. And so, the term artificial intelligence was coined, marking the birth of a new era. One of the first creations to emerge from this newfound discipline was the logic theorist, a program that could solve problems and prove mathematical theorems. Imagine it, a machine not just crunching numbers, but actually thinking through problems like a human. The possibilities seemed endless, but with great ambition comes great challenges. The initial successes of AI sparked a wave of optimism. Scientists and researchers were eager to push the boundaries of what machines could do. But as the 1960s and 1970s unfolded, the excitement began to wane. The reality was harsh. Building intelligent machines was far more complex than anyone had anticipated. The algorithms were primitive, the computing power was limited, and the expectations were sky high. This period of disillusionment became known as the AI winter, a time when the field of artificial intelligence seemed to come to a standstill. Funding dried up, interest faded, and many of the ambitious projects were shelved. The world had expected too much, too soon. The dream of intelligent machines seemed to be slipping away, buried under the weight of unmet promises. But the AI winter wasn't a total freeze. In the background, dedicated researchers continued to work quietly, refining their algorithms, developing new theories, and waiting for the right moment to reignite the spark. These dark times were a necessary step back, a time for reflection and regrouping. And while the world had turned its attention elsewhere, the foundations for the next wave of AI were being laid brick by brick. As the 1980s and 90s approached, a new dawn began to break. The AI winter was thawing, and with it came a resurgence of interest and innovation. This time, the approach was different. Instead of trying to program every behavior into a machine, scientists began to explore the idea of teaching machines to learn on their own. Enter machine learning, a game-changing concept that would revolutionize the field of AI. The key to this new approach was neural networks, inspired by the very organ that makes us human, the brain. These networks consisted of layers of interconnected nodes, each processing information and passing it along, just like neurons in the human brain. With neural networks, machines could analyze vast amounts of data, recognize patterns, and make decisions without explicit instructions. It was a quantum leap forward. The world took notice when IBM's Deep Blue, a chess-playing computer, made headlines by defeating Garry Kasparov, the reigning world chess champion, in 1997. This wasn't just a technological feat, it was a symbolic victory, proving that AI could match and even surpass human intelligence in certain tasks. The floodgates had opened, and the possibilities seemed endless. The age of artificial intelligence had truly arrived. But what's behind the curtain? How is AI actually created? The answer is as fascinating as it is complex. At its core, AI is built on algorithms, mathematical recipes that tell a computer how to solve problems. But these aren't just any algorithms. They're designed to learn from experience. The process begins with data, massive amounts of it. Think about every photo you've ever taken, every word you've ever typed. Now multiply that by billions. This data is fed into AI models that learn from it, identifying patterns and making predictions. It's like teaching a child to recognize animals by showing them thousands of pictures of cats, dogs, and birds. The algorithms behind AI are like the brains of these systems. Neural networks, for instance, simulate the way our own brains work, with layers of interconnected nodes processing information. These networks can analyze everything from images to language, learning and improving as they go. But AI doesn't just learn on its own. Engineers carefully tune these systems, adjusting parameters and refining algorithms until the AI performs as expected. It's a dance between man and machine, each pushing the other to new heights. And when all is said and done, the AI is deployed into the real world, where it begins to make decisions, sometimes small, like recommending a song, and sometimes life-changing, like diagnosing a medical condition. So, how is AI actually created? The process begins with something we're all familiar with, data. But we're not just talking about a few files here and there, we're talking about massive, almost unimaginable amounts of data, trillions of data points collected from every corner of the digital world. From your social media posts to your online shopping habits, all of it feeds into the creation of AI. This data is the fuel that powers AI. But data alone isn't enough. The real magic happens in the algorithms, those intricate mathematical formulas that can process data, learn from it, and make predictions. But these aren't static recipes, they're designed to evolve. Through a process called machine learning, AI systems are trained on this data, learning to recognize patterns, make decisions, and even anticipate what comes next. The most advanced AI systems use a technique called deep learning, which involves neural networks with many layers. Each layer processes information at increasing levels of abstraction, allowing the AI to understand complex concepts like images, speech, and language. It's like teaching a child to recognize a cat not by showing them one picture, but by letting them see millions of different cats from every possible angle. And it doesn't stop there. These systems are constantly learning, adapting, and improving. Every interaction, every decision, every new piece of data helps the AI become smarter. It's a continuous loop of learning and evolution, bringing us closer to creating machines that truly understand the world around them. But as we push the boundaries of what AI can do, we must also grapple with the ethical questions that arise. As AI continues to evolve, we find ourselves standing at a crossroads. The potential benefits are enormous. AI could revolutionize healthcare, education, transportation, and so much more. It could help us solve some of the most pressing challenges of our time, from climate change to disease. But with great power comes great responsibility. As we develop smarter and more autonomous AI, we must ask ourselves, how do we ensure these machines serve humanity and not the other way around? One of the most pressing concerns is the question of control. If AI becomes too powerful, how do we prevent it from making decisions that could harm us? And what about the ethical dilemmas? How do we program machines to make moral decisions in situations where even humans struggle to find the right answer? These are not just technical challenges, they are philosophical ones, requiring us to rethink the very nature of intelligence, consciousness, and ethics. But it's not all about doom and gloom. Many experts believe that with the right safeguards in place, AI can be a force for good, a tool that amplifies human creativity, enhances our quality of life, and helps us build a better future. The key lies in balancing innovation with caution, pushing the boundaries of what's possible while keeping our feet firmly planted on the ground. The future of AI is still unwritten, and it's up to us to decide how the story ends. Will we create a world where AI serves humanity's highest ideals, or will we lose control of the very machines we've created? The choices we make today will shape tomorrow, so as we look to the future, let's do so with both excitement and responsibility. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the history of AI and the secrets behind its creation. If you enjoyed this exploration, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Next Wave AI for more captivating insights into the world of technology. Remember, we upload new content every month, so stay tuned for more. Until next time, keep wondering and keep exploring.